Hi everyone! Today we will import a TV 3D model from Sketchfab and learn to use the setter and getter attributes in order for it to display text from Blockly. You can import any available model. We've chosen this lovely TV panel. Click Download 3D Model and download it in GLTF format. We recommend this format for it's very convenient. When you import a model in GLTF to Varwin platform, it will look virtually identical to the original on Sketchfab. Open Unity, select Varwin SDK, Import, Model, then select Zip file with the model you've downloaded. No need to unpack the file, it will import as downloaded. Now you see Import window, where you can set all the characteristics of your future object: type name, object name, player interaction, physical laws application, longest side length, and object mass. In our case, we switch off player interaction and physics. Let the length be 1.4 meters. Weight of the object is not relevant because we switched off the physics. But let's set the mass as 10 kilos just in case we change our mind. Before creating the object, we'll untick Build right after import to be able to edit the object a little further before we build VAWO file. Click Create Objects and wait for the model to import and for all the relevant files to appear. Now the TV panel appears in Objects folder, complete with all the relevant scripts and files, along with configured object prefab. You can see that all the imported models automatically get assigned Mesh Collider, but in this case, we don't need it. We can also get rid of interactable object behavior because we don't interact with the TV directly. We'll also replace remote mesh colliders with one box collider, which is also a trigger. Why do we do it? Because we need the object to have at least one collider of any type, so that we can move the object in edit mode. We plan to display text on our screen. To do that, we add UI Canvas, set its render mode as world space, and set up relevant dimensions and positioning. Place UI text into the canvas and set up its parameters so that it looks pretty. Now let's set the canvas into root node. Turn root node over. This way the TV will spawn with its screen facing the player. It's safe to say that the object in hand always appears with its local axis Z, the blue arrow, towards the player's face. We've set up the object, now it's time to write the logic. Open the script of the object and add a private variable. It will store a link to the text component, which we search among the sub-objects at the start. Now let's call a public variable of string type and name it displayText. Add getter and setter to the text parameter of our UI component. Essentially, this is all the logic which is executed inside the object. Let's connect all this to Blockly. Setter and getter blocks are set up by attributes of the same name. They allow us to set and receive properties of the supported types. In our case, it's the line displayText. Since they refer to the same variable, these attributes can be written in succession. But their IDs must be different because setting the value and getting the value are completely different actions, which can't be united in one block. Let's name this block just text. Save all changes and build the object. Now let's open Varwin XRMS. Add our TV to library and create a test scene. Add a couple of TV panels and a button and proceed to Blockly. As we can see, we can set a text for the display as well as receive a text from it. Let's add simple logic which will make the display show different legends according to the state of the button. In order to test getter, let's make the second screen display the legend which getter will receive from the first one. Now we'll check it in VR. The text is duplicated and pressing the button changes legend on both screens. Everything works as intended.